Hello friends, welcome back on my channel Sparks of Knowledge. In this video, I will cover the soldering questions uh, of computer hardware and networking. Earlier in the part 1, I have covered the questions related to tool topic. So without wasting our time, let's start our video, and our first question is: the filler metal have a low melting point. Is it true or false? So the right answer is true. The filler metal have a low melting point. In this video, I have covered subjective type questions also, so that your knowledge increase, and multiple choice question also, so that you can check your knowledge. So our first question is, second question is, what is solder? And this is subjective type question. And the answer is, it is a metallic glue that holds the parts together and forms a connection that allows electrical current to flow. And the next question is, what are the equipments and materials needed in the soldering? And there are 8 equipments, or you can say materials, needed in the soldering. In the earlier video, I have covered it, but again, you can see soldering iron, rosin, core solder, stand to hold a hot soldering iron, sponge, solder braid, prototype board, crocodile clips, which this one crocodile clip, we have covered the question, as it was used as a crocodile clips, steel wool or fine sandpaper. Our next question is, which material is used as a flux in solder? And the options are sponge, rosin core, solder braid, prototype board. And the answer is rosin core. Our next question is, what should be the best measurement of a solder? And the options are a solder with diameter of 0.75 to 1.0 mm, a solder with diameter of 0.25 to 0.75 mm, a solder with diameter of 0.5 to 1.0 mm, a solder with diameter of 1.0 to 2.0 mm. And the right answer is a solder with diameter of 0.75 to 1.0 mm. For most electronics work, a solder with a diameter of 0.7 millimeters to 1.0 millimeters is best. Thicker solder might make soldering small joints difficult, and also increases the chances of creating solder bridges between copper pads that are not meant to be connected. What is the use of solder braid? Here are some uses. This is used to remove solder. To use the braid, place it over the solder to be removed and heat it from above with the iron. The solder will flow in the braid. Solder braid is used to extract an electronic component that is soldered onto a board. It is also used to reduce the amount of solder on a connection. Our next question is, what is the use of prototype board? Our first question is, the answer is, a prototype board is used to assemble the circuit. Prototype boards have copper tracks or pads for connecting components. And now these earlier these both questions were of subjective types, and the direct answer were given. And this question is also of subjective type. Here answer is already given. This question was covered in the earlier video, but again you can check out you have remembered or not. So the right answer is crocodile clip. What is tinning? Melting a little solder on the tip of the iron is called tinning. Now there are some safety precautions you have to take while doing soldering. Soldering iron can heat to around 400 degrees centigrade, which can burn you or start a fire, so use it carefully. Unplug the iron when it is not in use. Keep the power cord away from spots where it can be tripped over. Take great care to avoid touching the tip of the soldering iron on a power line. If a power cord is touched by a hot iron, there is a serious risk of burns and electric shock. Always return the soldering iron to its stand when it is not in use. Never put the soldering iron down on your workbench even for a moment. Work in a well ventilated area. The smoke that will form as you melt solder is mostly from the flux and can be quite irritating. Avoid breathing it by keeping your head to the side of not above your work. Solder contains lead, which is a poisonous metal. Wash your hands after using solder. And lastly, friends, if you have liked my video, then please like and share it with your friends, and please make sure to subscribe my channel. Stay updated on our channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you.